Jay Garrick, The Flash #5. All right, let's take a look at this one. We're going to rate this using my space system. So story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 and 2. 2 is the best you can get. I'm going to give the storyline a 1. I like the storyline. It's pretty good. We've got this elemental fellow. I can't give I was going to give this like a 1.5. I'm going to give it a 1. I kind of started to lose a little bit what's going on. I think I need to wrap this up. This probably should have been like maybe a 3-parter or 4-parter max. But anyways, I still like the story. They're fighting that Dr. Elemental guy. He's got these like weird like robots and stuff. He looks cool, so we'll get to that in a minute. And then Jay goes to visit Dr. Midnight to get some help from Dr. Midnight, which is kind of cool. They team up, so that's really neat, and some good fights here. So look, I like the story. I'm very close to giving it a 1.5. I'm going to stick with 1 right now. It's fine. Does it wrap up next? The battling the elements. I'm hoping this wraps up next issue. If so, then that's fine. That said, I'm still going to give the pacing a score of 2 because I actually wasn't bored. Again, I was about to give it a 1.5, so a little bit lower because a little bit in the middle. It's like, but the thing is that him and Dr. Midnight together are kind of fun. And there was still a lot of like, there's still like racing and fighting and some kind of battles. So as long as there's battles and explosions, it's kind of wrapped around. So there's a little bit of action in the beginning, then some story in the middle, then some more action. So I'm actually going to give it a 2 out of 2. I wasn't bored. I was kind of enjoying what was going on. So even though the story, overall, I wish the story would wrap up quicker, but the individual issues have been well paced. So that's kind of weird, but just my mentality is like I don't need 6-part stories. I know that they want to do this for trades. They want to do a 6-part story, then they can release a nice little trade paperback graphic novel, as people call them, and then they put it in the bookstore, and then it's all sophisticated now. Now it's not a comic book. Now it's a graphic novel, even though it was a comic book like one day ago. But anyway, good pacing. The art, I'm gonna give it 1.5. I like the art here. I think it suits this comic. So again, I'm not saying this art is better than Neil Adams or something, or Jack Kirby. I'm saying that for this comic, it's all coming together for me. I might give the art a 2. I actually might give it I'm going to give it a 2 because it's fun. I like the colors. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 2. I like the art. Again, I don't want you to go away thinking, well, that's it. This is the top artist. I'm just saying that in this comic, for Flash, for Jay Garrick, it all kind of comes together and works really well. Another thing that works really well is beardedshirts.com, my channel sponsor. They do these print all over shirts. I'm showing this one on every video because it's Superman month. It's Superman's birthday today. Happy birthday, Superman. You're the best. But Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes, this is a print all over shirt. So the link to Bearded Shirts is in the description. They also do just like black shirts if you just want like a logo or something on it as well. It's not just the print all over. They have backpack, they have hoodies, they have bags, they have lots of different kinds of stuff, glasses. So check them out. If you become a Legionnaire and join my channel as a member, we put you in a draw to win something from Bearded Shirts every month. So there you go. Characters, 2 out of 2, man. Jay and Judy are awesome. Dr. Midnight's awesome. This Elemental guy's pretty cool. He looks cool. He's kind of an interesting, villain. So yeah, I like all the characters. There's not much more to say. I actually like Judy. I thought I would hate her. As typical young characters in these new hero comics, they're always irritating, but she's actually really cool. I kind of like her. So there you go. Enjoyment factor, I'm going to give it a 1.5. I really enjoyed this comic. Again, I'm nicking it a little bit because I do want this to kind of wrap it up. I don't like this, oh, let's make it into a graphic novel. Like, 3 parts is enough, really. 2 3-part stories are enough, especially when you're reading those older comics. I've been reading a lot of old Superman, Superboy, Adventure, that kind of thing, Supergirl. They wrap stuff up, right? But that is the new way of doing it for comics. So overall score of 8.5 out of 10. I really like this comic. This is definitely my favorite of the Golden Age JSA ones going on right now. I did not review Sandman, and I'm not going to. Not because I didn't like it. I read it. I kind of skimmed it. It was okay. I feel that storyline's kind of dragging a little bit as well. You all know my opinion on Alan Scott. That's the worst comic book of all time. I think it's actually the worst comic book of all time ever, like of all comic books ever. So there you go. That is it for The Flash. If you like my space review system, please like the video, subscribe, leave a comment, all that stuff. All right, everybody, until next time.